I've been thinking a lot lately about what guides us and the actions that we take, the decisions we make. So I've been writing down some notes here. And I've been wondering about that because it seems like we're living in some crazy times. We've just come out of 2 years of the pandemic, the COVID pandemic. We're right in the middle of watching the Russian war on Ukraine. We've got the climate crisis, and there seems to be a lot of violence around lately. So what guides you in the choices you make? Now, there's been a lot of talk lately as well about love these days, especially self-love, the love of self. And that talks about the things we do for ourselves, whether it's physically, psychologically, or spiritually, to better ourselves or to help us to be well. So that would be things like exercise, for example, your lifestyle. It could be your diet, and it also could be spiritual practices that you engage in. And then there's also talk about love toward others. And there's been a lot of that, especially during the COVID pandemic, about choices we make about getting vaccinated or wearing masks or what the government should do. And a lot of that is to consider people who are more vulnerable than ourselves. The elderly, those with immunocompromised systems, children, people who can't get vaccinated. So I've been thinking about love and what guides us. And I have a really cool reading for you this morning. And as I read it, some of you may remember this from weddings. So let me just bring it up here. So this is what it says. It says, I may speak in different languages, whether human or even of angels, but if I don't have love, I am only a noisy bell or a ringing cymbal. I may have the gift of prophecy, I may understand all secrets and know everything there is to know, and I may have faith so great that I can move mountains, but even with all this, if I don't have love, I am nothing. Because love is patient and kind. Love is not jealous. It does not brag. It is not proud. Love is not rude. It is not selfish. And it cannot be made angry easily. Love does not remember wrongs done against it. Love is never happy when others do wrong, but it is always happy with the truth. Love never gives up on people. It never stops trusting, never loses hope, and never quits. Love will never end. When I was a child, I talked like a child, I thought like a child, and I made plans like a child. When I became an adult, I stopped those childish ways. It's the same with us. And then it closes with saying this. So these three things continue. Faith, hope, and love. And the greatest of these is love. I try to use love as the basis for the choices that I make. Now, like I said a minute ago, some of you may recognize that reading from a wedding you've been to. It actually comes from the Bible, from the New Testament, to a letter written to a congregation about almost 2,000 years ago. And it actually wasn't written just for couples getting married. It was written for a wider community, telling us that love needs to be the guide or the path or the thing that we use to make all of our choices in life, whether they're big ones or small ones. So that's what has been on my mind lately, is about what guides us in making the choices that we make every day. And a friend of mine gave me this little heart. It's a pink quartz that's been polished. And I keep this because it reminds me every day to make sure that what guides me is love.